got up in me. Whoa.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Dolphins coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first Super Bowl of the 30s, Super Bowl 64, is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season in Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Ready, break!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Anytime the team goes on the road, there's always a little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second and 10, Hurts. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 29, Hurts under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And this one is right down the middle. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Now Hall to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And CD, one of the big stories everybody's been tracking this week, the head coach of this offense, looking to become just the second coach in NFL history to win 5 Super Bowl titles.
And let's face it, the respect is there already. We know he's going to go down as one of the all-time great coaches. But even after all this success, what do we notice most about him? He never takes anything for granted. He's treating this Super Bowl like it's the most important game ever played, because for some of the guys on his team, it will be. And he feels the same way himself. I love his intensity. I love the way he gets his team prepared to play in the big game.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Watkins. And the catch made. It's Patton. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A handoff for Hall. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
To throw on 2nd down. Watkins. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. A pitch comes to Hall. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. ball again on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send a big tight end in motion right. Caught outright by Patton. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. 3 more quarters of football left in this season as we're through one. And we'll be back in a moment with more of Super Bowl 64. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, welcoming you back to the biggest of them all, Super Bowl 64, second quarter about to begin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Okay, ready?
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Channing Tindall, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees a
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Miami coming out for their second drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On first down, right back to Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
13 yards remaining on second down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to throw on second down. Watkins. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on first and 10. Off play action. Watkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable here from the 38. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they trail here in this Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down where they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
Off the play fake. Watkins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 73 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Breece Hall taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. and that makes it 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's a first down following a gain of 3. Looking to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jerome Baker coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Channing Tindall, his 2nd sack of the night. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. He finds his man. Complete. It's Porter. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
and they'll go to the ground attack. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes down to the fourth quarter of Super Bowl 64 in just a moment. And we are back for the fourth quarter here at Super Bowl 64. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to go left.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
In motion, the tight end.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Ball again on 2nd down.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
They'll go again with Hall.
They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Out of the gun now on third down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Channing Tindall in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Let's take it inside his own 40. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Hall again on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Watkins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles now down 24-17. Just over a minute 40 to play. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on first down. He's back to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Johnston. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. In motion left, the tight end. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run with Hall. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Bass on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining. But that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Here's a give to Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Hall again on second down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.